Good evening, everyone. Yeah, we're playing Vaults of the Void because I felt like playing a deck builder, and this is the one I settled on. I thought about playing some new deck builders and decided I wasn't in the mood for that today. And I thought about checking out the Dicefolk DLC finally, and I also decided wasn't in the mood for that today. We might do that tomorrow, though. I do really want to check out the Dicefolk DLC. It adds a new clan. It looks cool. Looks like a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Dicefolk when we played it, so. But I felt like playing Vaults of the Void, so we're playing Vaults of the Void. Have I played Dicey Dungeons? I have not. It has been recommended to me a handful of times, but never with great passion. I'll tell you that I don't know a whole lot about Dicey Dungeons. But I'm, less interested in dice than, deck building. Though I have branched out to a number of dice builders. Like, one of the things I was considering today was Spell Rogue, because that had a big update. And I do really enjoy Spell Rogue. For the most part, it has some design choices that drive me crazy, but mostly it's quite good. And I really dislike the aesthetic of Dicey Dungeon, like just the visuals that I've seen really annoy me. But again, I don't know how accurate that is to what's actually in game. And it has also been told to me that's not really a roguelike, but I don't know exactly what that means. Anyways, my point being is I'm not crazy interested in Dicey Dungeons, but maybe I should give it a try at some point. Anyways, I randomed into Tempest. I think we're going to do... I don't know. We randomed into Thunder, so I guess I'll play Thunder. I do still definitely like Tempo the best. Tempo has definitely become my favorite of the Tempest starters. Enough is nice to have. Quake is good, especially early. Sneak Attack is interesting. It's potentially a decently strong card, and really just the Purge Frenzy is also pretty cool. And I don't know if we need Invoke or Rolling Thunder. Let's re-roll that. Strike twice. It's fine. It's very good if I can consistently... Well, it's not very good, but it's pretty solid if I can consistently have enough discharge for it. I don't totally need the Swerving Currents here. Close In and Quick Charge are both decent. I've also come to really enjoy Sacrament, though obviously that works a lot better with the Tempo starter. Swerving Currents is maybe... We could also just take the Health Potion. I never do this, but legitimately, with the Double Time modifier, that might be worth doing. Just because, like, the early game is so rough a lot of the time. I still think we probably want to take, like, Quick Charge or Close In. Yeah, I'll say Close In, I guess. Honor and Glory. It's pretty good. It's not, like, insane, but it's pretty good. At the Ready is pretty decent. Apply Shock 6. Deal damage equal to half target shock to all enemies. Purge shock to the highest HP enemy. Not too thrilled. Vanguard's cool, but again, is, like, very overcharge focused. Same with Powered Shield. Surefoot is pretty solid. A Swerving Current is a maybe. Well, shit. Unfortunately, these two are essentially separate from each other. I can get them both... Well, okay. So I can't get the Raven's Gift and the Elite and the Dark Idol. It's just impossible to get all 3 of those. Unless there's a hidden room here, which is unlikely, and I don't know that I really want to bet on that happening. So what I could do is just bet on taking both like the Raven's Gift and the Dark Idol, or trying to do the Elite and the Dark Idol. Or I could not do the Dark Idol. But, you know, Dark Idol is pretty cool. Unfortunately, once again, the routing gets a little awkward here if I'm trying to do that. Because ideally, if I'm taking the Dark Idol, and especially if I'm taking the Raven's Gift, I want to hit the Shrine as well. But to do the Shrine and the Elite, I would have to, like, come from the top here. Which also misses me the Fervor spot. And it would mean that I'm missing the Honor and Glory. Because if I route down from here to get the Honor and Glory, then I can't get both the Shrine and the Elite. But, all this said, I could skip one or both of the Elites, as much as that hurts me. There's also the possibility that there's a secret room here. Unlikely, but possible. I think realistically, especially with there being like 2 Zeal spots here, it's probably best that I route something like this. And then I make decisions about my life. I think probably the better plan is we do something like this. Because then I get the Honor and Glory, which is not like a key card. It is good, though. It's pretty expensive, though, is the problem. It does get less expensive, obviously, if I upgrade it. And this way I get a bunch of the Zeal spots, I get a bunch of upgrades, I get at least 1 potion and another one right here to help me with the Elites. The Soul Collector and the Merchant are a waste, but mostly this is a pretty decent route, I think. Do I want the Rolling Thunder and or the Strike Twice? I find Paragon just pretty underwhelming. And I guess we're going to put that in instead of one of those. We'll see how this works out. I do think I would benefit from having more overcharge. Okay. God, I have to hit Zeal 7 for this to activate. Otherwise, well, I definitely don't need it. Don't know why I even hesitate on that. I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to kill them all. I easily can kill them all. Turns out Quake is pretty solid. Speaking of, I think we're just gonna upgrade Quake. It both makes it stronger and makes it easier to hit the conditional. Gathering Storm is a no. Second Chance is pretty decent for early game, but is overall underwhelming. Still think I'm gonna take it just because there it is. I was like, I know there's a Swerving Currents coming up. Obviously, I suppose I could have just taken both of them, which wouldn't have been bad, but I didn't do it. Upgrading Sneak Attack is not bad, per se. Honestly, making the batters give Rage 50% is kind of cool, but it's just a lot. Also, because I didn't say it before, how you doing, Ether? How you doing, Prototype? Thanks for being here, as always. I guess we're gonna upgrade the close in for now. I should probably do the smite if we're gonna use the smite. We're definitely gonna do suspicious blade oil, just because getting to draw more cards is very good. Even if we don't get to do it incredibly often. I'm gonna do the damage to the one that's gonna become evasive. And, like, he's got tons of shock on him, so, like, he's liable to take a bunch of damage whenever I want. And so I'd have to kill both of you to stop reinforcements. Like, I can definitely kill the leprechaun if I want. Yep, that kills now. I think I'm just gonna leave that in hand. No, I'm gonna eat it for energy, especially like if we just draw like the Quake, that does a lot of damage for us. We didn't, which is unfortunate. Okay, so you are in range that you will die from, well, a Quake or from doing our Zeal Power. And there we go. I was just priming them so that we could finish them off at our leisure. And then we finally got the Quake, and turns out it worked out very nicely. Okay. Block 4 I don't hate. I didn't look at any of these yet. Overcharge and block is decent. Apply shock to enemies is fine. I don't care about upgrading a card. I do like the free 6 block. I do also like the spell cooldown. So that works better if we like swapped out to a more impactful spell. Block 8. If I really wanted to, if I were consistently hitting like high Zeal every turn, I could be getting block 18 for free, which is pretty cool. I could actually, if I were hitting Zeal 10 every turn, could be doing block 23 and slow enemies, but that's a lot. I mean, we're gonna take the Zeal 5 here, I think. I don't really like that Zeal 5, but having a Zeal 5 is very useful. I'm gonna upgrade the enough. I should probably do this strike twice. We are getting a number of upgrades here, though, so I'm not, like, super worried about it. And the redstone, I think we're keeping. I'm gonna put that in instead of a thwart, I guess. Just because if we do find time to play it, it's free health and whatever. I don't know. It seems unnecessary. Honestly, I'm gonna do that. Unfortunately, I am 1 off from hitting the Zeal 7 power. Well. Well, I healed 1 that turn. I take 6 damage. It wasn't that impressive. We all saw it happening. You're gonna give 2 dazes. I guess I'll just do this now, and we'll upgrade the Rolling Storm or whatever it's called, Rolling Thunder. And just work on murdering him. I saw it happen real time. Screamed out, "No, not the 1 damage," but nothing changed. It's true. Right. Okay, so that basically kills. Doesn't really matter what I upgrade here. And then there we go. I thought I'd grab the spell and I hadn't. Anyways, we have enough damage to kill him. And we got Strength Potion and an upgrade. What's the upgrade on this? Goes to Vulnerable 2 and does slightly more damage. I mean, like, that's fine. I think we're just doing the Strike twice. Or the Smite. Also, the Blessed Recovery is sort of okay. Because I don't know how often I'm actually going to play it, but just purging it for 1 energy is kind of cute. I think it's not worth it, but it is kind of cute. And I have a Yellowstone now. And this is definitely going in. So I was going to put the redstone on the... whatever this thing I'm about to get. Surefoot. Couldn't remember the name of it. Was going to put the redstone on that. But maybe I want the Yellowstone on that. In which case, maybe I want... Well, maybe I want Yellowstone on the Strike twice. Let's do that, I guess. It is admittedly a greedy play, but so be it. I guess we're doing that. Just eat that for energy. Oh, we do a fair bit of damage, and then unfortunately I can't play this. I do think we're going to leave it for next turn, though. Since when are you not greedy? Very rarely. Admittedly. I guess the wind stopped blowing, so let's avoid that vault real good. Yeah, no, I was having a good time with wind blowing, but I felt like doing something different. I guess let's upgrade that, and then let's just only take 2. It's not ideal, but we did what we could. Okay, let's go for the heal. Like a greedy person. I'm just going to eat that for energy. I kind of wanted to hold on to it because that's the one that gives 50% rage instead of 25%. But here we are. Alright, so we have made you vulnerable. We have given ourselves some extra rage, and then we blow you up. We did kind of get to the end of the early access content. Yeah, I mean, that's why I stopped playing it, more or less. Like, there is still more I could do. There's more weapons that I want to, like, unlock and try out, like the Charged Blade and the Boomerang and all that. But for the time being, like, I felt like we got a good taste of Windblown, and if I want to play a lot more of it in the future, like, I'm pretty okay with just stopping there for the moment and revisiting it once it has more stuff. I think we swap out for the block 6 here. Have I played against the Storm? No, I have not. But I tend not to play city builders. I'm told it's quite good. It's just not probably my sort of thing for the most part. That's right. We're doing the Surefoot. I was like, what am I going to upgrade? And then I remembered I very much already had a plan in mind. Surefoot's going to get the redstone. 2. Each time you expel a card, delay rage, and zeal 2. I'm not really expelling cards. I'm going to take the souls, even though that means I do accept the void as well. Still a little sad that I didn't take the rare, because rares are very good. Well, this is underwhelming. I'm gonna just hold on to that. It feels bad for a multitude of reasons, but I do really just want to get a bunch of overcharge. The part of the reason it feels bad is that these guys purge debuffs from them, so even if I'm putting a bunch of shock on them, they're just gonna dissipate that on their own. On the other hand, it can bait them into a turn like this where they might just attack nothing. But hey. These guys are only worth 50%. So, we're going to hurt there. And I guess we'll just eat that for energy. Anyways, they're going to get rid of the remaining shock, which feels bad, but it's fine. We did a fair bit of damage to them. Well, I can just kill either of them, so let's do that one, because apparently that's way more damage than I thought it was. And then let's just prevent myself from taking any damage. And we did stop reinforcements. How you doing, Fury? Good to have you here. Hope you got some good rest. Anyways, that fight went pretty decently, but then again, that's not the fight we're worried about. Vanguard's cool, but like I need way better overcharge to be properly using that. And it's the mares. It might be worth using second chance here, and by that I mean we're gonna swap it in, I guess. Start of your turn with 7 or more energy, apply vulnerable to all enemies. It's not a thing. Zeal 1 each time you play an uncommon, Zeal 2 each time you play a rare. That's maybe worth it. I'm not playing a lot of uncommons and rares currently, which is to